Good morning, everyone. It is May 7th, 2023. It's Sunday. It's time for your weekly reading. I am Dolly, the Wolf Girl from the Wolf Girl Oracle, and let's get over to the other camera and get your Sunday reading going for this week. All right, so this week we are going to be using the Astro Matrix Tarot. Here is the little white book that comes with it, the Astro Matrix Tarot. I like it. It's a really pretty deck. So what we're going to be looking at this week is, what do we need to look at this week? What do we need to focus in on? What message does Spirit have for us for this week? So let me get these shuffled, and as I do, I'm going to ask the angels to protect us. I'm going to ask the spirits of the land and my home, the Landvatir and the Husvatir, to surround us, and I'm going to ask the ancestors to give me wisdom. What do we need to know today, Spirit, for the week? Please and thank you. All right. So we're using a past influence, present circumstance, unexpected issue, best course of action, and outcome spread today. So let me get these shuffled one more time. All right, so for the past influences, we have the Ace of Cups in the medicine position. For the present circumstance, ooh, this one's flying out, we have the Ten of Wands in the medicine position. For the unexpected issue, oh wow, they're really flipping out today. We have the Queen of Cups. For the best course of action, we have two cards. We have the Moon and the Nine of Cups in the medicine position. So I'm going to put them both there. How can I do this? We'll go Nine of Cups and the Moon. And for the outcome, we have the Hanged Man in the medicine position. Well, these were very flippy today. And that sometimes happens. And Spirit has something exciting to tell us, or something that they really want to put emphasis on. So let's take a look at this. All right, so first we have, for past influences, we have the Ace of Cups in the medicine position. And a lot of times you see this because you've been suppressing emotions, or what is another thing that you could be doing? It's like emotional suppression. Like things have been going crazy and you've been allowing things to sort of well up inside of you, and instead of releasing them naturally as you normally would, you've bottled it up, and it's ready to blow. But it also can mean that you need to open up your heart to love. Like maybe you've been kind of closed off from love and from allowing yourself to feel things for other people. So we're going to keep those couple things in mind here as we move on to the present circumstance, which is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands in the medicine position. And a lot of times you see this when you've got a lot of irons in the fire, when you've taken on a little bit too much, you're getting overwhelmed with the burden, and you've set your bar really high, and maybe you set your bar a little too high. And considering that the Ace of Cups here is kind of saying that, it's kind of saying that you've suppressed things probably because you took on too much, and now you're realizing it. You're realizing that you've got way too much on your plate, and you need to do a little self-love. And that's what the Queen of Cups is about. The Queen of Cups is the unexpected issue. But in this case, it is the, I think it is the expected advice more so. The Queen of Cups, which is straight up. Because the Queen of Cups is very emotionally smart, very emotionally savvy, very in touch with her feelings, very sensitive, and very intuitive. And, you know, so you know you've got this. You know that you've got this ability to be this person, to be this sensitive and wise and collected individual, somebody who's got a lot of emotional smarts. But because of things that have been happening over the course of the last week, you've kind of like felt yourself get off kilter, and you need to get back on track, right? So for the best course of action, we have two cards. We have the Moon in the Medicine position, and we have the Nine of Cups in the Medicine position. Oh, do I even have this in the screen here? Let me just bring that up here. So, you know, the Moon, let's start with the Moon. The Moon in the Medicine position is all about like unveiling the truth, unveiling your feelings, letting that stuff come out, revealing all that has been hidden behind and pushed down. So all these things that all these feelings, all these emotions that you've been suppressing are going to come out. They're going to come out. Now, how you choose to allow that to happen is really up to you. But, you know, keep in mind that it's coming, because you don't want it to happen in a time that isn't good for you. You know what I mean? You want to be able to be the one who says, okay, now is when I'm going to release this, not just have it happen, right? And we also have the Nine of Cups in the Medicine position. Make sure I've got that in frame. And so, you know, this is like the smugness card. That's what I like to call the Nine of Cups, like where maybe you're not feeling as gratified as you hoped you would be. Maybe your dreams aren't being fulfilled as quickly as you would like them to. It's really a card of impatience and entitlement, you know? So if you sit on this and be like, no, nobody needs to know what I'm feeling or thinking about anything, and I'm going to just sit on this and bottle up my feelings, at some point it's just going to explode out at you, and you're going to end up in a position where you're going to be putting yourself in a bad light. So make sure that you take care of this. Unveil those feelings that are being suppressed. Unveil that energy in your time. You decide that, to ensure that it doesn't end up being explosive and come off as greedy, smug, stuck up, babyish. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then for the outcome, we have the Hanged Man. So let me get that in here. The Hanged Man in the Medicine position. Okay, so I think like with the Hanged Man, you know, what we're being told here is if we don't take time to release these pent-up emotions that we have in a way that's constructive for us, we're going to end up in a precarious position. Okay, we're going to end up in a place where we are being viewed in probably the least positive light possible. And that doesn't need to happen. All you need to do, okay, is take care of these emotions. Give yourself some good quality self-love. Take some time for yourself. Move yourself away from whatever it is that's causing the issues right now, so that you can clear your head, so that you can deal with your emotions, so you don't come off as just discontented and whiny, or we often get whiny when we have thing after thing after thing after thing after thing piling on top of us, right? We have a hard time, especially if we can't process it because it's happening so fast. And I feel that that's what the Hanged Man is telling us. You had a lot come at you. It came at you fast. You haven't processed it, and you need to take care of that. You need to take time to gain a better perspective. You need to flip the script on the Hangman. Okay? And get yourself into a position where you can process all of this stuff that you've got built up inside of you, so that you can release that energy and move forward. Okay? Does that make sense? All right. Well, I love you guys. Oh, we're going to go back over to the other camera. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so anyways, I love you guys. I am so happy that you joined me here this morning for this reading. I hope you guys have a good week. Make sure you take some time for self-love. Make sure you take some time to process. Okay, don't push it all in the background and say, I'll deal with it later, I'll deal with it later, I'll deal with it later, and then have an explosion happen. Okay? And then you come off in a bad light. You don't want that. So just when you feel things are getting kind of, get yourself out of the situation. Take some time for yourself. Okay? All right. I love you guys. We'll see you all again tomorrow for something. It'll either be a walk and talk or a drive and talk. It'll be something, but you'll see me tomorrow. Okay? All right. Take care, everybody. All right. Bye-bye.